But I went out expecting 3 repeats, and then on the second repeat, when it went off, I saw on the watch it said 2 out of 5. Welcome back, Happy New Year. So it starts today, the training plan. It is the 4th of January, and this is where it gets sort of more serious and more specific, shall we say. So today is my first run. It's 10 miles of intervals, so that includes a mile warm-up, a mile cool-down. I've got 3 3/4 mile intervals, I have got 3 half-mile intervals, and I have got 4 quarter-mile intervals. The longer ones at 6:30 pace, the middle ones at 6-minute pace, and the shorter ones at 5:30 pace. That's all minute per mile pace. So yeah, gonna go and try and smash that out today. So that should be good, hopefully a really good first run. It's actually really good weather out there. It's pretty cold, but not very windy, and the sun is out, so that's going to be wicked. I'm going to get cold hands, but that doesn't really matter, does it? And then yeah, later on I've got some conditioning. I've got lunges and planks and split squats, things like that, just lots of sort of accessory movements to try and just strengthen up the legs, keep them firing well. And then we're going to dig into this training plan, and it gets pretty full on now, and I'm really excited to start. I bought myself a freezer so I can do all my meal prep, so I'm going to be making all my meals in advance and freezing them and then just getting them out on the day. Just every morning it's like, right, okay, what have I got today? Oh, I've got this and this and this, and this is when I'm going to eat it, and it all works around the training, and hopefully everything will go smoothly. It's all about trying to be as pre-planned as I can, so that every day I just wake and know exactly what I'm doing and just go get it done, and there's no faffing about, no wondering what I should do, because I was really bad for that last year. So hopefully I'm just going to hit the ground running, no pun intended, and just smash this year. Morning. So today we have a 5-mile recovery run. So yesterday's sprints felt really good, really happy with those. So today is just about getting some miles in the legs, just to get a bit of recovery for tomorrow's long run. So I'm going for 5 miles, and I'm going to make it as hilly as possible, because it's still a recovery run. So the idea is that it doesn't really matter where I go, whether it's flat or hilly, it's just about making sure that I put in an easy effort at all times. So it's going to be slower, but I want to cover more elevation, because I know that I've got a lot of runs coming up that are going to need elevation. The 6 ultramarathons that I've signed up for, one of them has a lot of elevation. So I will be running up some serious hills, so I'm going to need to get elevation in, so I'm going to use a lot of my recovery runs just to do some extra hills. Also got a gym session today, so the gym session today is going to be squats heavy, and then bench press heavy, and then a few extra exercises, just like some bicep curls, tricep extensions, dips, some push-ups, things like that. Just a little bit, but it's mainly about those 2 main compound lifts of getting a heavy squat in and a heavy bench press in. Good morning. So it's Wednesday, and it's long run day. So I've got 18 miles today, and then the goal is to make it as hilly as possible, pretty much. So that's going to be fun. There's no really target pace. It's just about finding hills. And seeing how I do, really. I keep looking down because I'm rolling my foot on a tennis ball. Well, feet, to get them a little bit warmed up. So yeah, I've got some coffee, gonna stretch, and then it will be out and for it. long run done for the week. So that was 18 miles. It took 2.5 hours, averaged 8:17 with 1,800 calories. I'm just going to check the elevation. 2,000 feet of elevation. Just off, just under 1,919 feet of elevation. Happy with that. Yeah, one of the 50 milers I got to do has got like 8,000 feet of elevation, so we need to find even more than that. Alright, it's Thursday today and I've got 20 miles on the bike. That's going to be done on Zwift. That is my ride done. It's still pretty cold out here, but I did get pretty warm halfway through, so the hat had to come off. But yeah, that's quite good. 20 miles in like 58 minutes. Pretty happy with that. So yeah, 20 miles on Zwift, and then I've got deadlifts and a ab like core circuit thing, which is like 4 rounds of 3 exercises done in like Tabata form. So that should be good fun, and that is basically today. So I'm just going to go get that done. So yeah, it's going to be straight onto Zwift with the turbo trainer, and just nice easy 20 miles to get warmed up, because I've got an FTP test on Saturday, so that'll be very fun. So I've got another pair of new shoes, which is absolutely wicked. So that was a present from my parents for my birthday. So yeah, I've got another pair of shoes. So these are the On Running Cloud Stratas, and they look absolutely wicked. So I'm testing them out today. They're meant to be for long runs normally. That's what I've sort of had in mind for them. But I'm going to test them out on a tempo run today, because it's always good to get a smaller run in a new pair of shoes before you go on a massive run. And my next long run is 20 miles, so I don't want that to be my first run. So today should be about 7 miles, and it's quite a simple one. It's just a mile warm up, followed by 5 minutes at 6:45 pace, followed by a 1 minute recovery, and then I repeat that 3 times, and then I've got 1 mile cool down. So, session is done. It was 7 miles, well it's just under 7 miles, but I made up the extra half mile. It was 5 repeats of 5 minutes, not 3 repeats. I don't know why I said that earlier. But I went out expecting 3 repeats, and then on the second repeat, when it went off, I saw on the watch it said 2 out of 5. And I was like, oh, yeah, I thought 3 seemed a little short, so that's good. But yeah, felt really good, really happy with that. These shoes feel great. So these are the Cloud Stratas. Yeah, they kind of not the best for tempo runs, I wouldn't say, but I imagine they're very nice on long runs. Hello, welcome to another episode of me trying to unlock the shed and talk to the camera at the same time. So today is an FTP test. So I'm going onto Zwift and I'm going to do the ramp test. And the reason for doing the ramp test is because if you do the normal FTP test, you need to have some sort of skill in pacing yourself. That went quite well. Yeah, you need to sort of have some sort of skill with pacing yourself to do the normal FTP test. Now, I haven't done much cycling properly in ages, so my pacing is going to be terrible. So I'm just going to go for the ramp test. It's also quicker.
FTP, 236 watts, up from 220. Cool down. That was pleasant. Lasted 21 minutes, but 5 of those were warm up, so that lasted 16 minutes. The last minute where I hit the power was 320, and then I lasted until 440 watts, but I wasn't keeping it in the power. I was way down. I think I kept like around 265 watts after. Once it got to 360 watts, I think I was keeping about 260. Yeah, way below. 4 weeks. So, one Zwift workout a week, plus one just general ride a week, and then I've got another FTP test. So the second Saturday of every month is going to be an FTP test. So I've always got that to look forward to. Lucky me. Cool, I'm going to finish up this warm down, whatever. Yeah, I'm going to finish up this cool down. Thanks for watching, guys. That's it, that's 1 week of the training plan complete. Yeah, pretty happy. Just got to keep going for it. Got to push on now, because things are getting tougher. And the date is getting closer. And hopefully all that will get sorted out soon. But cheers, I'll see you next week.